What was your most memorable experience serving as president?
Oh, gosh. First of all, it was a great year serving as president. And, my greatest memory was including everybody. My goal was to get as many people involved with the society as possible, everybody from senior members to practicing clinicians, all the way down to residents who are in the middle of their training. And I think we accomplished a lot of that because any kind of great society is an inclusive society.
What were the issues facing the society at the time?
A lot of the issues at the time had to do with an expanding non-physician practice of medicine. And we also had great innovations that were beginning. For instance, cryolipolysis was beginning, and we were very interested to see where that's going. And like so many of the things that we innovate, it actually takes off and becomes successful.
Who was your most memorable patient and why?
Oh, there's so many memorable patients, from people with bad skin cancers that we've helped to people who needed a fair amount of cosmetic improvement. But I guess a really special patient was someone who came to see me and said that this would be her last visit to see me for, Botox and fillers, because she had reached her 30 years of employment with IBM, and thanks to me, she was now eligible for her pension. And I never saw her again. And I thought, what a wonderful thing that I could help her maintain youth and vibrancy such that she was retained by a large corporation and given the pension that she deserved.
And looking back at your career, is there anything you would change or do differently?
In looking back at the career, I think one thing I would have done differently is maybe go to an ASDS meeting before my third year. Because I went to my first meeting at the third year. I'm a front row learner. I sat there, I listened to lectures and said, this is what I'm going to do, and this is the society I want to be most involved with. It literally changed my life.
What advice would you give today's young dermatologic surgeons?
I think when I think about advice to young dermatologic surgeons, I'd say follow your heart and follow your passion, and pay very careful attention to what excites you. You can never go wrong with that. And also be involved, come to meetings, learn. We're all colleagues. Reach out to one another. If you read a paper and you have a question, no problem emailing the author. A lot of times they'll be flattered. So I'd say follow your heart, follow your interests, get involved.
What are your predictions for the future of the specialty?
The future, we got a bright future ahead of us. We are really going to keep going to great places. Every year we get more people at the annual meeting. Every year we hear more excitement from the residents. It's sort of one of my dreams that we can get more cosmetic education into residency programs. That's been a tough road, and the ASDS has stepped up to do that independently by some fly-in weekends. I think we'll see more of that in terms of really quality resident education, because hey, we were all residents, and the residents are our future.
What advice do you have for ASDS leadership in serving its membership in the future?
When I think about advice for leadership, I think that you want to pay attention to everybody. And it doesn't matter where you are on your career. Make sure there's something out there for young people, some people for a seasoned, and also include people. We really learn from one another. That's what the society is based on. So get engaged, encourage people, get as many people to be involved, and you're going to be surprised. You and many others are going to learn all from one another.